everyone, and welcome to another episode of Will Mr. J Eat It? Now, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking out there. You're thinking, Mr. J, you can't possibly have any other ideas for gross and disgusting things you want to eat. Well, believe it or not, there's no shortage of people out there who I know who are anxious to give me gross ideas of things that I can eat. And today's idea, well, part of it anyway, came from my wife. And we'll talk about more about that in a minute. But if you've got ideas for things you'd like to see me eat, you can go to my website at mrj.fun and you can click the Submit an Idea button up there in the upper right-hand corner, and you can go and you can choose Will Mr. J Eat It, and you can make suggestions for disgusting things you'd like to see me eat. Now, remember, it's gotta be food. I'm not gonna go eat a bag of rocks or dog food or cat food or anything like that. It's gotta be food. And, ooh, there's the beginning of my gross thing that I'm gonna eat today, which we're gonna say is the world's most disgusting bowl of macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna go grab it from the microwave. Here we go. So, I have some microwave macaroni and cheese here, and if you get a good look at that, you'll notice that it has a little bit of a green tint to it. Mr. J, macaroni and cheese isn't supposed to have a green tint to it. Well, I brought home some pickles, and my wife was like, ooh, you should cook the macaroni and cheese not in water, but in pickle juice. Thanks, honey. I love you too. But that's what I did. I have cooked the macaroni and cheese in the pickle juice, so we're gonna dump that in there first. Get that in there. It already has kind of a greenish tint to it. Well, that's tasty. And so we're gonna get our cheese sauce, and we are gonna dump our cheese sauce on there, and that's gonna get it to be, I guess, a little bit more yellow, which is normal like macaroni and cheese should be. We'll mix that all up in there. But it doesn't end there. We are also going to add some tapioca pudding. Now, if you haven't ever had tapioca pudding, what I hear from most people is they either like tapioca pudding or they hate tapioca pudding. Because you see, tapioca pudding is a vanilla pudding, and it's got like these little, I don't know what you'd call them, tapioca nodules in it. And it's crunchy pudding. So anyway, we're gonna mix that in there, and then we are going to add some thick and chunky paste picante salsa. Oh, let's shake it up. We wanna make sure we don't miss out on any of the chunky. In with the salsa. All right. Okay, and kind of looks like scrambled eggs, doesn't it? It's almost Halloween, so we need to add some sweet to it. So we're gonna add some maple syrup in there. Oh, yeah. And we're gonna toss in some gummy worms. Here we go. All right. And because we've already cooked it in pickles, why don't we just go ahead and throw a couple pickles in there. There we go. You know what, a couple more. Why not? And we are gonna stir that all up and give you at home a really good look at that. And I'm gonna get a big old spoonful of it. I gotta make sure I get pickle and gummy worm in it. There we go. That is the spoonful I'm gonna eat. So now, we have to ask the question, will Mr. J eat it? Here we go. There's a lot of textures going on in there. Ooh. At first, it's not so bad. But then the taste of the pickle catches up on you. And if it weren't for that, it actually, I'm having a hard time chewing up the gummy worm. If it weren't for that, it actually wouldn't be so bad, but the pickle makes it really gross. And you know what? When I put the gummy worm in there, I'm not sure if it was the maple syrup or if it was the pickle juice, but like the gummy worm got really hard. It wasn't like a soft, chewy gummy worm. It got really, really hard from the mixture. I will say that's not the worst thing I've eaten on Will Mr. J Eat It, but it wasn't the best thing either. That was really, really gross. But I ate it all, and I swallowed it, and I survived! Yes! So, that concludes another episode of Will Mr. J Eat It. If you liked it, go ahead and click on the like button. If you want to, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That way, whenever my videos come up, they'll pop up in your feed. And again, if you have ideas for things you'd like to see me eat, or have questions for me, or comments for me, or just want to say hi, you can go to my website at mrj.fun. You can click the Submit an Idea button up there in the corner, and you can leave me some feedback. I guess that's all I've got. We'll see you guys here in about a week when I get my next episode published. In the meantime, I hope you all have an amazingly blessed week. Mr. J,